Hello, Leo, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of June 28th through July 4th. And during that time, we have a full moon that comes in on the 30th. And of course, that's a time of heightened emotions where you might feel overwhelmed or irritable. You might have some changes in your sleeping patterns. It is a good time for us to release any resentment or fears that we have in whatever way that you do that. Also, to practice patience and calm if you do feel yourself getting a little bit jittery. For me, I just have a lot of really good positive energy. I'm just very energetic for the full moon. So I welcome its arrival. We then, for the rest of the week, have the waning gibbous energy. And of course, that's a little calmer, a good time for self-reflection, a good time to make positive changes. So think about that, get rid of bad habits and negative thinking, and get back towards working to achieving your goals and your aspirations. So please keep those moon energies in mind, Leo, as we move through the week. This will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter, Leo. So, as always, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't here on the table for someone else. And your overall message for this reading is a fiery climax approaches. All right, let's see what the Leo Collective has going on for the week. As I'm shuffling the tarot, my fun weekly reminder for you this week is that you pay attention to synchronicities. So, this could be so many things under the sun, really. But, for me, it's like a song that I overhear or a conversation, a little few words here and there. It might be a billboard that I see or a license plate. I tend to see a lot of repeating numbers. It could be an animal that I see that's not one that I see every day. And so I will look up the attributes of that animal and try to see where I can use those in my life. It could be a dream that you're having. Dreams are also very important, or just a feeling, an intuition that you're having. So pay attention to those synchronistic things this week a little bit more than usual and see if they can be of some help in your life. All right, let's get into this reading, Leo. We've got June 28th through July 4th. A fiery climax approaches. Present energy right now is the World card. So there you are, very balanced. This is perfect balance. It's also indicative of an ending. So it's like things, dreams coming true, things kind of working out, peace, harmony. All of those words are good keywords for the World card. And again, it's usually some sort of ending that's coming up for you, and usually a positive ending. So your current situation is the Seven of Swords. So it could be, Seven of Swords is many times about cunning or craftiness or theft or hidden agenda. Because it's air energy, I see it as maybe messaging. And like if you're the sword holder, I see it as like you have 7 pieces of information and you only leave 2 of them behind, and the rest you're this is kind of like, the poker face card, don't show all of your cards that are in your hand. um so it could be something like that that's going on, but just look around you. I always say when this card comes up, make sure there is no hidden agenda or theft or something that's just going on around you to kind of imbalance your perfect world that you're in right now. What is at the root of your situation is some new journey that you're on here with the Fool card. So the Fool is just, he believes he can accomplish anything and really isn't paying attention to the world around him. And maybe that's why, maybe his dog's warning him, hey, you need to look over here because this is going on. While you and the World card are off, just enjoying yourselves in La La Land, this guy's doing a thing over here. So just make sure that you're, enjoy those feelings, that world feeling, and that full, those are awesome feelings to have, but also ground yourself back to reality a little bit and look around you. Make sure that there's just not something going on that you need to be more aware of. In your recent past here is the Death card. So some sort of ending. Of course, this comes right before this ending, which is a happy ending. I feel like the Death card is just the release of something. It's a change of energy, and it is in your recent past here. So there's been some sort of change that's bringing you to now this sort of kind of happy ending in this new journey. Of course, anytime we have, like the tens or the death card, it just opens up space for new beginnings and new things to happen. And that's just the way it goes. Jobs and projects and different things end, and it just opens up space so that you can move on in a different manner. What is on your mind this week? Page of Cups. So you're definitely having a sense of humor and you're very light about things. I'm going to go back to this card because fiery climax, and maybe it has to do with this. There might be something or someone in your realm where you're not seeing all the information or all the cards literally. Um, so this could be where that comes from. Let's see what's just ahead of you this week. Knight of Pentacles. So you're moving forward, kind of here on the material front. Nothing too nothing too quick or rapid. You're kind of there might be you might be doing something where you're making an investment or doing something very calmly. I don't see it as being like anything too rash or quick. You're very calmly, like you're the kind of person that if you're spending money, you're really researching the thing that you're spending it on, and you're making sure that every coin counts, right? So okay, in your advice position here is the Eight of Wands. So things happening very, very rapidly. So new beginning, good sense of humor, an ending coming in, things happening rapidly. Um, hmm. All right, let's continue. I'm not seeing an overall thread or even really where on which part of your life this might be, only because the elements are all over the place. We've got a few major arcana. It could be kind of a major week for you. I'm not sure what this fiery climax is yet. Let's see what is beyond your control this week is the Chariot card, another major arcana. So this makes me think that you're probably thinking about a change, some sort of change. This could be in your personal life or your day-to-day life, but you're kind of gathering information. This information is coming in, but you're thinking about some sort of change. Like you're not quite there yet, but you're definitely thinking about it and you're definitely gathering the information. So continue to do so. What is your secret desire? What are you trying to avoid? Is the Three of Wands. So secret desire, this card is about travel or new ventures. Is it your secret desire to have some new venture? This could be a new job that comes up for you, a new creative venture that comes up for you. It could be a new relationship, a new friendship, something that comes up for you, or are you trying to avoid that? Um, it's really hard to tell from your reading. Maybe you might be in the mood for new things. You've got this full card down here and your sense of humor about you. So that could be but again, there's no right or wrong. Some of you, this is your secret desire is to have this new venture. Some you're just trying to avoid that and kind of maintain the status quo. But there's no right or wrong. Just make sure you understand your answer and the reasoning behind it. So we're asking those deep questions of ourselves, right? In your outcome position is venturing out here with the Eight of Cups to kind of see what's out there. So, okay, very interesting here. We've got two eights on the table. We've also got two sevens on the table. So look up angel number 77 and 88. See if that has any. Um, hmm. I don't know where this fiery climax is. I mean, it could be this thing. It could be this theft hidden agenda thing that you kind of realize something and maybe there's just a confrontation that happens. But I feel like if that does happen, you get over it very quickly. It happens quick and you're moving right along. I don't see it as being the crux of your week even. So, okay, what is hidden from you here at the bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. So, maybe this week your knowledge, your focus isn't about your knowledge of the thing that you're most passionate about. It might be these other things, and it might just be that you're kind of rearranging some things. It looks like starting a new journey. You're kind of got a light sense of humor about it though, and again, gathering information to make some sort of move. I don't really see that move happening, but you're at least gathering that information right now. All right, you're kind of all over the place, Leo. Honestly, if I'm looking at this reading, trying to see if there's something I'm missing there, but no, a couple of eights. When it comes to numerology, I would look those up. Those can be, I mean, eights are about kind of infinity. Um, look up 88 and see what that means for you. All right, let's get you a final message here from the Soul Oracle deck. And sometimes readings are like this. Sometimes they just either I'm not seeing something or I'm not meant to see something. I don't have any big feelings that are coming out about this reading. I just feel like this is kind of a run of the mill week for you. Although it says that there's a fiery climax, I'm not even really seeing that unless it is in the seven. Or things happening rapidly. I mean, that could be a combination there. So again, look around for maybe something or someone around you that's not quite on the up and up, and you may just take care of it. It may be fiery for a minute, but you're a Leo. It's like fire and you're just going to move on. So I get that part. All right, let's see. Soul Oracle deck here. Wrap up for Leo this week. Maybe this will give us a little more of a clue. Express your joy. Well, that's not a fiery climax. That's good. I like that. Might be expressing your joy that you took care of the situation, whatever it might be. All right, let's get you a self-care wisdom card. Self-care this week for Leo as they go through, which I do. I feel like you're kind of just having a week, it's not anything too crazy, which is fine. I like that. The card that you get is called a friend for self-care. Be as good a friend to yourself as you are to others. So be good to yourself this week. Express your joy. You've got a sense of humor about you. You're off on this new journey. You're thinking about things. You're thinking about moves and thinking about things that you want to do. Some sort of fiery climax. But again, I feel like it's like you take care of it and you move on, which is very Leo of you. So that's to be expected. So Leo, good luck with this reading. I hope there's something here that you can take away from it. Even though it's not clear to me, it might be more clear to you. If it is, drop me a comment down below. Maybe I missed something. Or let me know. Maybe some comment that you make might clue me in a little bit more as a reader. Sometimes the readings are just all over the place. Sometimes the cards come out and it does make perfect sense. Readings like this, I tend to be like, well, I don't know, especially if I'm not getting a big intuition about anything. And again, sometimes we do just have a run of the mill week. Nothing huge happens. Or again, something happens quickly and you're over it. So that could just be for you this week. Anyway, Leo, if you are comfortable sharing, drop me a comment down below. Or if you have any questions, I'd be happy to try to answer those for you. And if you like my reading style, hitting like and subscribe is really nice of you. So thank you so much for doing that for me. And good luck with all of this. I will see you next week. Bye bye.